Good morning, everybody! Live from Studio B9 in Carpinteria, California. It's 10 a.m. on Sunday, and that can mean only one thing. It's time for the Dennis and Laura Pancake Breakfast Show! Man, he had his big old tongue just hanging out there for everybody to see.
He's so enthusiastic. That
He is.
Flapjack. What a dog.
A happy dog. We got pancakes on the griddle, we got eggs getting broken, we got bacon in the frying pan. Can't you hear it sizzle? We got OJ, we got syrup, we got butter by the pound. Feels like something's missing, well, I wonder where it's at. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? I don't know. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Well, it's time to start the show. Well, I wake up in the morning and I'm feeling kinda groggy. My joints are kinda achy and my brain is kinda foggy. Take a shower and a shave, I'm still feeling pretty mean. Till I get up in that kitchen and I grind me up some beans. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? I don't know. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Well, it's time to start the show. We got pancakes on the griddle, we got eggs get broken. We got bacon in the frying pan, can't you hear it sizzle? We got OJ, we got syrup, we got butter by the pound. Feels like something's missing, well, I wonder where it's at. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? I don't know. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Well, it's time to start the show. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? I don't know. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Well, it's time to start the Dennis and Laura, Laura and Dennis Pancake Breakfast Show. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Gotta get out the things. Gotta do the stuff.
Gotta break out the stuff.
Gotta get out the props.
Yep.
Gotta get out
all
the
the-
noisemakers. Yo, come and get it.
Come and get what we're serving up today. Well, there's some people out there that I'm going to greet because I can.
Greeting.
But first, I have to look at their adorable faces and see exactly. Oh, yes, I'm seeing some familiar faces, and now I'm going to actually greet them with my electronic device. Here, first person I see is Barbara Davis. Good morning to you, Barb. Very nice to see you this morning, as always. There's Vicky. Hi, Vicky. Good morning to you. Happy Sunday. Happy July, you characters. There's B. Pascal from the same time zone,
Hey,
watching us from the desert oasis of the Antelope Valley.
welcome to the left coast.
Yes. Oh, yes, the left coast feels a little more exciting now that you're here, baby bee. Nice to see you. There's Robert. Hey, Robert, what's up? What's up? It's Robert. Good to see you there, buddy. And there's Marion, our companion in Tour de France
That's right,
partakings.
probably. Watched Jasper Philipsen win the sprint and the stage and the yellow jersey for the first stage of the Tour de France yesterday.
Yeah.
Haven't been able to check in on it today, but we'll see.
Well, we were very well prepared, having watched all of last season's.
We watched Netflix has a Tour de France show with all the drama from last year.
But they're not doing it
But
this
they're
year.
not doing it this year. But
Yeah. Who is that? Hey, there's Jonet. She's on YouTube.
she's on the YouTube feed.
Hi, Jonet. Hey, Jonet. Belinda's in Palmdale right now. There's a news item for you. Okay, well, what do you want to do? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had a song.
You got a
Picked out.
song.
All picked out, ready to go.
You were so organized this morning. I'm still a little hungover from that barbecue last night.
We just only had burgers, but they were good.
They were delicious, and you prepared them admirably.
One, two, one. All the wandering life, I'm so over it. Tried on this and that, but it never fit. Till your hand in mine fit like the water fits the sea. And when I turn around and see your smiling face, I know I'm right where I wanna be. I know I'm right where I wanna be. All the ups and downs, they don't surprise me now. One thing goes, another comes around, and all is beautiful for as far as I can see. And when I turn around and see a smiling face, I know I'm right where I wanna be. I know I'm right where I wanna be. It's a smile as deep as it is wide from my heart, with nothing left to hide. Tell me that the rising tide is only water. You see your own reflection when you look into my eyes, and I see mine when you look back at me. And when I turn around and see a smiling face, I know I'm right where I wanna be. I know I'm right where I wanna be. And when I turn around and see a smiling face, I know I'm right where I wanna be. I know I'm right where I wanna be.
That's right.
That's right.
We're right where we want to be.
Right where you want to be.
That's right. Well, it looks.
Oh, now Marion has me all intrigued.
I know, right?
A lot of yelling at the end of the stage.
Well, there
Tour
was
de
plenty of
France.
yelling in the first one, too.
Well, there's a lot of crashing on the first stage.
And dirty looks. Maybe not so much yelling, but it's always exciting. You never know quite what's going to happen in the Tour de France. Hey, there's Cynthia. Hey, Cynthia. Good morning to you. I thought about you yesterday, Cynthia, because I know you were having online games, and then you were having song demonstrations before that. We were just so wiped out yesterday. So we didn't participate, but one of these days, because those things are kind of fun.
Yeah.
Cynthia and Robert both get very witty, not to mention McNiven. It's very fun. Well, anyway, we had a fun day yesterday. We hung out with Michael LeBeau
Yes.
and his husband Danny, and we went to our favorite Mexican restaurant in Montecito called Los Arroyos and had their brunch, and it was delicious. What's going on with the tuning?
Well, there's it's not getting this one string clamped down. So I have to switch guitars.
Is that the one you're going to play today?
Yeah.
At 1 o'clock, we're heading over to the Mesa in Santa Barbara, and we're going to play for a book signing at Mesa Books. It's going to be fun. It's going to be jolly. Hope we don't roast too much.
Looking down on California from 30,000 feet away, flying in from Vancouver on Independence Day. Looking down on California, fireworks are falling down on the twinkling little lights of a tiny little town. That's quite a welcoming, the guy next to me says. Looking down on California, it won't be much longer yet. He's talking down about California like a lot of people do. Says you're nobody there if you ain't got the goods. Fruitcakes and Cracker Jacks, and I wanna be a big star. Talking down about California, that's something I never do. Don't look down, he tells me. Don't look down, jokingly. Don't look down, it's a long way to fall. But I've already fallen. Touching down in California, getting back to where it's warm. I can't wait to get off this plane and hold you in my arms. Looking at you in California, feel your hair against my hand. The morning sun shining on you again. Every time I leave Here's the thing about California, well, it's all about who you know. Here's the thing about California, well, it's all about who you know. Here's the thing about California, well, it's all I need to know.
You know, Marion sent me this really cool video. I shared it with you yesterday.
Yeah, that's why I did it.
Yeah, that was really, really cool, Marion. She's finding lines from Dennis Russell songs in everyday life, which I guess a plane ride coming into San Diego, looking down on the fireworks is a scene from everyday life, somewhat. But anyway, that's really cool of you, Marion. Thanks for that reminder, and thanks, Robert, for the applause. And yeah, you really got quite the sunburned neck yesterday, in stark contrast to what is not sunburned. Well, what do we have next? Looks like it's another accordion song. Hey, Kathy Luna. Good morning to you. Happy July to all of you.
Maybe I'll use this guitar for this one. After I spent all that time tuning them. Well, as Laura said, we are playing over at Mesa Books in Santa Barbara. For those of you who've been watching the show since the Blue Bungalow days, that is right around the corner from the Blue Bungalow,
It
where
sure
we used to live.
Yep.
So go over there. It's right next to Taco Bell. It's right next to the Rose Cafe. It's right across the street from Lazy Acres.
It's got all kinds of exciting things nearby.
So go head on over there. It's
Right
at the
there
corner
on-
of Cliff Drive
In
and Meigs Road. Cliff Drive and Meigs Road in Santa Barbara. We'll be going on. There's going to be author readings at 1 o'clock or 1:30. I'm not really sure on the timeline here. So if you go over there, bring a sun hat and some sunscreen
yeah,
and a parasol, maybe.
perhaps a parasol. Hey, I've got a couple parasols. Forgot I had parasols.
So anyway, and you can enjoy the whole thing over there. I think we're supposed to go on at around 2:30.
And we're gonna play a little while. We're gonna play some of our favorite songs. I don't really know what they're gonna be, but it's always fun.
Yeah, we'll figure it out when we get there.
How's that pedal thing working for you?
Well, I haven't even used it yet.
Oh, okay.
May gray came early April, stayed till mid-July. Most of spring and summer we never saw blue skies. But I'd rather live here in the green than the dry and brown. That's why I decided to live in Santa Barbara town. Lived 40 years in the desert. It's true nearly to the day. Most of your friends hate me for taking you away. My friends, they don't understand. Well, I'll tell them come and visit me in Santa Barbara town, where the sun shines to the left of me and it sinks down on my right. And I look out at the islands and am grateful at the sight of blue and you and all the other pretty things around. Make me glad I found a place like Santa Barbara town. Sean and Charlie went to Austin, Erin headed to the Bay. Jason's gone Hawaii and he says he'll be back someday. Well, they're young and they got lots of roads and trails to travel down. Me, well, I found my home in Santa Barbara town, where the sun rises to the left of me and it sinks down on my right. And I look out at the islands and I'm grateful at the sight of blue and you and all the other pretty things around. Make me glad I found a home in Santa Barbara town. Make me glad I found my way to Santa Barbara town. Think I'm gonna stay right here in Santa Barbara town.
It's a pretty lovely place.
It is very nice, very nice.
Boy, the chickens are sure going wild this morning. Can
Chicken. Must be a rooster in the hen house.
Oh no, or a wolf.
Or a wolf. Or a raccoon.
Oh, yeah, we got raccoons hanging out. Thanks, Barb, for that compliment. She loves the California song. California. Santa Barbara. Oh, anyway.
Yeah. So, I just found out earlier this week, a couple days ago. Now, I think I talked about it because sometimes he's watching in on the show. There's a guy, Dan Leesburg, who came out to California in 1983. Might have been in 1983. And so what happened was they opened up a Domino's Pizza franchise in Lancaster.
It was a big deal.
It was a big deal because there was only one place that delivered pizzas in those days. It was called Pizza King. And it could take hours to get your pizza if you order it from Pizza King. And it was the only Pizza King, I think, was the only place that delivered food.
Period.
Even in the 1980, this is 1983 we're talking.
Wow.
1983. So they opened up the big pizza franchise, and it is in Lancaster, the Domino's Pizza franchise. Jeff Eaton as the owner, and it was I think like everybody that I knew and was hanging out with got a job there, and of course they were 30 minutes. I think back then it was 30 minutes or free. If you didn't get your pizza within 30 minutes, they gave it to you for free.
So you were motivated to.
So, we were all speeding
Avenue.
around downtown, causing all kinds of mayhem, staying up all night. And then so Dan was the manager of that store. And then another guy who was a manager. And then eventually, I can't remember if he opened up his own franchise, was a guy, Johnny Lanham, who I wrote this song about. And then there was another guy, Phil Pitleski, who was amongst that crowd. Phil. And then all of those guys have been back in Ohio for probably 20, 30 years maybe.
And then they moved to the Antelope Valley.
Well, they were in Ohio, and then some of them worked in New Orleans, and then they came out to California. And
But then they
it was
left.
crazy. And then they, after a few years, they went back to Ohio. And so anyway, Phil was one of those guys there. We all liked him. Phil was he was a cool boss. They were all cool bosses. They all loved rock and roll music. They all worked pretty hard, and they kind of liked us for some reason. We hung out with them, and all kinds of mayhem and partying ensued. But then, as they grew, they grew up and became family men, upstanding citizens, and things like that. So anyway, but this is it was originally written for Johnny Lennon, who was part of that crew. But I'm gonna go ahead and dedicate it to Phil, who I don't know where he moved back in Ohio, but I know those guys were like Columbus, Dayton, all that area.
Why are you going to dedicate it to him?
Well, didn't I say he passed away earlier this week? I thought
You did not say
I
that.
thought I said that. Oh well, sorry. Sorry for not saying the purpose. Anyway. I'm driving over to Dayton, gonna say so long to a friend. And east on that long highway, he took it to the end. Thinking about rock and roll, and turned off my radio. The only song I want running in my head is "Go Johnny Go, Go Johnny, Johnny be good." 3 chords and a backbeat, drums, bass, electric guitar, leather jacket at a late night party. He loved rock and roll. Put a record on the turntable, turn off that radio. The only song I want running in my head is "Go Johnny Go, Go Johnny, Johnny be good." Last time that I saw him, he was cheering for my band. Had some Diamond Hollywood Jack Daniels in his hand. Take a shot for old time's sake. Take a shot for rock and roll. The only song I want running in my head is "Go Johnny Go, Go Johnny, Johnny be good." Well, I'm driving over to Dayton. I ain't got a tear in my eye. The only memories that I have just make me laugh and smile. Take that shit off the turntable, turn up the rock and roll. The song I want running in my head is "Go Johnny Go, Johnny, Johnny be good." Johnny be good, go Johnny, Johnny be good. To John and Phil.
Fun old times, huh?
It was. Well, Phil his voice was kind of gravelly, so it was always when he said something, it was kind of like,
Oh,
kind of had this way of talking that was kind of. I can remember he did something. Somebody came up and said like, "Hey, there was like a pizza was like pepperoni and sausage or something like that." And somebody goes like, "Hey, is there pork in this?" And Phil goes, and now it's funny if he would have done it. It's not going to be funny. He goes like, "It's all pig. It's all pig here. It's all pig. The meat, it's all pig.
One of those things that strikes you funny at the time.
It's all pig. It's all pig." The way he threw it off, it was very funny.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's funny.
Anyway, maybe it's time to do the wish.
Oh, you guys ready to make a wish? Well, let me prepare. Hey, I noticed we're both wearing our t-shirts this morning that Marion's daughter made. Sure wish she was still doing that, but I know she's got other things going on. Okay, so, here is my summer crown with festive seashells. Oh, what about my camera?
Oh, that's right. Gotta get the camera.
Let me arrange myself. Okay, so I've got my festive seashell crown. Very summery, hopefully. I've got my wand. Okay, so I'm ready. You guys ready? Got your wish? Your summer wish. Your first summer wish. Probably your second, but anyway. So the way this goes, as you know, is I'm going to count 3, 2, 1. Then I'm going to take my wand. I'm going to bop Stryker, our producer, on the nose with it, with the wand, at which point your wish will be granted. Okay, got your wish? 3, 2, 1. May your wish be granted.
I think we're gonna have to do that again because even though that was a hearty hit by Stryker,
Yeah.
I think the camera didn't get it.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, I never have any problems with doing it again.
But that's okay because Crystal's just got here, so she.
Oh, okay, Crystal, just in time for wish number 2, the most powerful wish of July, right here. Okay. So everybody got your wish? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yes, perfectly timed. May your wish be granted. Oh, sparkle, 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 sparkle. Ding. Yes. So, good morning, Crystal. Nice to see you, buddy. Did you change cameras?
Still on you.
Still on me? Okay, well, I'll just...
Back to camera 1.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. Ooh, I kind of like the way my tiara is enchanting me today. I'm going to keep it on. Well, what have we got next? Oh, this should be fun. This is another one that in Marion's daily life she had this freeway come up and said she felt like she was in a Dennis Russell song. What key is this? Oh, F. Oh.
Don't know how I wound up in Chica. Don't know how I wound up so far away. Well, I know there's only one road to get back to you. That's the one I'll be driving on today. Don't know how. Well, I'll be up in Sacramento. You can tell the governor I'm then I hope I don't get stuck in Lodi. I take credence in doing time on Highway 99. 99 lies there on the asphalt. 99 bottles on the wall. 99 more miles till I'll be knocking on your door. Doing time on Highway 99. Doing time on Highway 99. Doing time on Highway 99.
I know, Marion. It's kind of a show dedicated to
It's your experience.
your week's experience. Well, we appreciate being remembered during the week. Wow.
I was just trying to remember how this next song.
Well, I mean, my solos have been very outside today, so I apologize to everyone involved. But
By the way, Laura, this is the first time she's played accordion in 2 weeks because she, because of her restrictions following her latest procedure on her heart, she was limited to only lifting 10 pounds all week for a couple weeks.
for a couple weeks, yeah. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling a little strange, but that's what a pacemaker will do to you. But ultimately, it's going to be a good thing, I think. The main thing is that I care about is, am I going to be able to play gigs? That's my deal. So why did you put this in the set list, then?
I was, for some reason, reminded, the whole, with Phil,
Yeah.
it reminded me of that summer. It was a pretty wild summer. They could write like one of those teen movies about the summers at Domino's Pizza.
I'm sure they could. Let's see, where does it go to? And then it goes to. Okay.
Well, here we go. This would be, is this the last? This is the last song on my first album, My Little World.
No, I thought Big Sky was
Oh,
the first.
this is the third from the last song. Gosh, we must have done all short songs today. It just seems like we're...
Well, we still have the surf report, but you're right. Yeah, it does seem like short songs, not enough conversation.
Did someone say surf report? Oh my goodness, it's been a great summer weekend out here in Carpinteria State Beach. Oh, it's so exciting. Hey, look, watch. I can eat all these pancakes right now. What could be better on a Sunday than a belly full of pancakes and the beautiful weather we've got out here in Carpinteria? We've got 1 to 2 foot waves. Now to an adult, they would call that knee to thigh high, but always we think about the 6-inch kid who's only 6 inches tall, and that's way overhead and quite exciting and intimidating. So remember that, everybody. If you see a 6-inch kid out there on his little tiny surfboard, then you gotta be happy for him that he's riding the wild big surf. So we got that 1 to 2 foot. They always call it board affair conditions, because for an adult it's not that happy. But for the kids, it's great. It's the world's safest beach. And there's very little undertow sections. And it's just really nice. And the water is 64 degrees. So it's a nice, refreshing temperature. High today at Carpinteria is going to be 71 degrees. Partly cloudy, but it looks like the sun's breaking through right about now. So take out your beach towel, take out your beach chair, take out your beach umbrella, and head to the place that named all those items, the beach. Yeah, that's what you want to do. And then you gotta wear, now they're on the surf line, they recommend going with an SPF 50 today. So you don't get sunburned like some people who didn't use sunscreen and were out on a sunny patio yesterday and got a little red on the neck. Gosh. Some people just don't pay attention to what's going on out there. We got a low tide at 12:41 p.m. and a high tide at 7:17 p.m. Sunset at 8:14 and the last light at 8:44. So there's lots and lots and lots of sun in the future today to go out and bask and frolic and have a good time. Yeah. Hey, Spike. Hey, Ray, what you doing? Doing what I do, man. Just gliding around, gliding high, gliding deep, gliding this way, gliding that way. Having fun in the sun, in the water. Well, you oughta. Just get in and swim, swim, swim. That's what I say. That's what I say you do on today. Yeah, that sounds like a fun time. I think I'm going to go out swimming later today. Oh, yeah? Hey, man, we'll come out and swimming, and then I'll introduce you to Uncle Ray, and I'll introduce you to Aunt Ray, and I'll introduce you to the Grandpa Ray, and Grandma Ray, and Daddy Ray, and Mama Ray, and my son Ray. You have a son? I never did mention him, did I? Yeah, you never mentioned you had a son named Ray. Well, if I had any kids, they would be named Ray. As you know, all the Rays are named Ray. But, yeah, young Ray, yeah, well, I guess I was kind of embarrassed because, he's part manta ray. He's not full stingray, you know what I mean. And, well, that's okay. It doesn't matter if you're part manta ray and part stingray. Isn't that just you're all raised and happy together? I think that's a good way to look at it, but in some Ray circles, they are chill most of the time, but when it comes to mixing the Rays, they aren't... they question that kind of situation. Well, why can't you just all get along? I don't know. You know, Mrs. Manta Ray is just all right. She's cool. We hang. We do the dances of the Manta Rays sometimes. And listen to the Manta Ray music and eat Manta Ray food, which is really similar to Stingray food, so that's not a big deal. But, you know, you just gotta be, you know, cool, man. It's like we're all raised. We're all just gliding through life, you know. What's the big deal? I ask myself. But, you know, we just steer clear and glide away from the rays that disapprove our situation. So, hard to say where the young Ray will fit in. But that's okay. Young Ray, he's a whippersnapper. He's good. He likes to chill, you know. He glides with the best of them. So, you know, he's doing all right. And I'm glad I mentioned him, got that all out in the open and everything. Because, you know, I felt like I was living with a big secret. And glad that I could confide in you. Confide in you, Spike. Well, yeah, you can always confide in me because you're a friend of mine. And that's what friends do. That's right. That's what friends do. They confide and abide. Confide and abide. And get through life just doing what they can. Just doing what we can. Just gliding. Well, I'm going to go glide because it's a nice day and I got to go take out little Ray, you know. Take him out gliding like we do. See you later, Spike. See you later, Ray. Say hi, little Ray, for me. I will do that. Oh, wow. Well, folks, well, let's all just chill on our day off and hang out and look at the water if you got some next to you. And I don't know, watch the Tour de France highlights if you are so inclined, or do whatever you like to do. Read a book or just watch some Wes Anderson movies or you know, watch some YouTube music or whatever you like to do. You can go ahead and do that. Just have yourself a little bit of fun today, okay? And treat everybody nice and kind and all that stuff. We'll see you next time, kids.
Who knew? Who knew? You heard it here.
You heard it here first.
Right. It's kind of like the Maury Povich show.
That's going to be tabloid fodder.
Yeah.
Tabloid fodder.
Stingray has a son.
He has a son, Ray.
Of mixed race.
Wow! Look at you. A good one. Mixed race.
Yeah, I thought of another joke too, but I'll tell it to you later.
Mixed race. Okay.
I tell you. You hear the jokes here first, you guys.
You hear the jokes here first.
Yeah.
You do indeed.
Oh, that looks like a good idea.
Well, not yet. We're going to do it. So first,
Okay.
and then we have time.
Are you going to segue right into... I'll follow you.
Yeah. Well, we got, you know.
We got some time. Hey, there's Ed Prentice. Hey, Ed, what's up? Are you guys back from your travels? I'm not sure. Hi to Sharon. Very good to see you. Yeah, we went to see the new Wes Anderson movie on the 4th of July. The Phoenician something. Cynthia, you know, was Ray's foster mother. I mean, she's the one that allowed Ray to come over here and live.
Yes.
She had no idea of that, but I think this has happened since.
Yeah, I think he's been here.
Yeah.
Been gliding around.
I could be wrong.
He's been gliding on the side.
Gliding on the side. Oh my God. You're so silly.
Yeah, I think maybe more of that story might be coming out in subsequent editions of the Surf Report.
Yeah. All kinds of ramifications.
You know, I just have to say, because the sun, this angle, look just how striking Stryker is today.
He looks pretty photogenic, I must say. He looks noble. Looks like a noble beast. He looks like he's, got something going on.
He's wearing his original Whalers hat.
Which, he's always the height of fashion and coolness. Cynthia says he never calls, he never writes.
I know, gosh, what a scumbag.
I tell you.
No, he's a nice guy. He's just busy. Busy gliding.
He just has his priorities, Cynthia.
This is my mythology, the desert to the deep blue sea.
Okay, start again.
Okay.
Start again.
It is your autobiography, after all.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I need to start again.
Okay.
I need to start again.
Okay.
This is my mythology, from the desert to the deep blue sea, from the redwood trees to the tumbleweeds, the sons of pioneers sang about. I was born on a winter's day in a surfer's town, as the twilight blazed the next morning, the sun broke through the haze, and I was on my way. They took me down that freeway to home, and I'm golden like the sand, like the flowers along the road. I'm golden like the hearts of the one I love. Everything is gold. This is my topography, the deepest point, the highest peak, backcountry and wild city streets, the range and the road about. It's a restless geography, it shakes me up when I fall asleep. They say angels and saints will fall asleep, but I stay driving down that freeway to home. And I'm golden like the sand, like the flowers along the road. I'm golden get home. You can call it serendipity, maybe it's my destiny, but I've never felt compelled to be where John Phillips dreamt about. And when the summer's in and it takes my last breath, blows it down sunset, heading west, and finds a perfect wave to let it rest. Well, I'll be on my way. And I'll still be on that freeway driving home.
folks. Well, hope you had a good holiday weekend, and hope you continue on that. And we got to bag up the instruments, pack them in the car, get out to the Mesa.
I know we've got quite a full day coming up here.
So, well, if you are around, we'll see you at around 2:30 out there. If we don't see you then, we'll see you here next week.
That's right, as usual.
10 a.m. for the pancake breakfast.
Robert says he loves playing along with the song.
Well, thank you. Well, then, if he was playing along, he probably knows the one mistake I made playing my rhythm guitar playing.
Well, it happens. I made quite a few mistakes today, but anyway. That's cool, Robert. One of these days...
Don't tell anybody.
One of these days we should jam with Robert on that song.
We'll jam.
We'll jam.
We'll just have a jam session.
Yeah, because we can.
All right, folks. Well, as always, thank you for watching. And there's where we're going to be